Hey everyone, it is Natalie. Sorry, I have not made a video in a while, but school has started, been very busy, and to be quite honest, the more I heal, the less I think about it, the less I talk about it. Um, you know, I don't want to waste my life just constantly thinking about the abuse that I've been through. And I never thought I would be here, to be honest. I thought that CPTSD train that I was on, that hamster wheel in my head, was never going to end, because when you're in the midst of your CPTSD, especially when you're first going no contact, it is something that completely controls every single day of your life, every thought that enters your head. It dictates what you're going to do in the day. If you can go do anything, because you're so caught up with the thinking and the crying and being upset, it dictates literally how you are living your life. And now that it's taken 3 years, over 3 years, 3.5 years, maybe 4 years to get to a good place in my life where I'm not constantly thinking about it every day, and I'm living the life, the authentic life that I have made for myself, that God has provided to me. And let me talk about that for a moment, actually. If you are in this bad place where everything is intensified in your life, your emotions, your psychological state, your ability to even live a normal life because of your narcissist and the abuse you've went through, I can tell you that from my personal experience, and also from other people that I've talked to, that it does calm down. But it takes you to actually get it to calm down, because it's not just going to go away because you want it to go away. You have to work on yourself. You have to work out the things that have been bothering you, and also recognize that you're not going to get the answers to everything that you have questions to. And I think that's where a lot of us get stuck. We get stuck in this repetitive cycle, this hamster wheel, thinking, well, if I'm brave enough just to address the situation with the narcissist, I'll get the answer I'm looking for. But the truth is, you'll never get the answer you're looking for. And if you go seeking that answer, you better be prepared to get even more trauma, to get even more, let down. Because us normal people with empathy and sympathy, and we live a righteous life, like we live a pure life, a good life. We have a misconception that everyone around us in this planet has those same emotions and feelings and thoughts. And I think this is also why we get trapped for so long in this narcissistic abuse cycle, because we think that if we try harder, if we do better, if we prove, if we just give them another chance, if we just keep on, living a righteous life, they'll see one day, they're going to come around, they're going to see I'm a good person, they're going to accept me. When it doesn't happen, and we get stuck in that, and that's what causes us to get abused further in this relationship with your narcissist. Because we really do have a misconception that all the people in this world are like us, because we're normal people. So we expect other people to be normal, and we also expect to be treated the way we treat others. And so especially us empaths, when we see someone that isn't accepting us or is being cruel to us, we think we can change them. We think we will show them the light. We can change these people into seeing and believing that we are good people. But over time, you start to realize that all that effort you're putting in is all for nothing, because these people already had a set narrative, a set agenda towards the way they perceive you. And so you get stuck in this cycle of abuse until you finally get hurt so bad that you remove yourself from that person's life. And that moment that you remove yourself from that person's life, a light bulb goes off in your head. Because I can tell you, as an empath, that I look for answers within everything. I want to get down to the truth. I want to know what's wrong. I will sit and read for hours trying to dig up the truth on whatever the subject is. And it's not until you give up on this person and you remove yourself from that situation do you start to find the terms of NPD. You start expanding your mind to things that you've never thought of. And then the moment that you do find on the web or in books or by people, whatever, that there's narcissists out there in the world like this, and that there's actual a personality disorder like this, the moment that you have found that information, it is like an explosion in your head of wanting to seek more knowledge. And it's also where you feel relieved. You also feel relieved because you're realizing that it was never you. Because that's one thing that narcissists do, using gaslighting and cognitive dissonance on you to convince you that you are the problem. It's not the other person that's doing and saying all these horrible things. No, because you did those things. See? So they start projecting who they are onto you. And then they take your identity and act like they act like they are you. So it's very confusing because they're sitting there doing things in front of people that has a lot to do with who you are as a good person. But behind the scenes, they're doing some cruel things. But then at the same time, they act like you are the one doing those cruel things. And so it really gets you wrapped up in this big knot where you have no validation of your reality and that you're living in a fake reality. Even though before you met this person, you have always been true to yourself. You've always been true to others. It gets you very stuck and confused. But the good thing is, if you're watching this video, then obviously you are researching what narcissistic abuse is. You're trying to figure out what is going on in your life. You are a truth seeker. You are looking for a validation of your reality. And so I can tell you that, going back to the CPTSD, once you start validating and researching and seeking truth, that CPTSD over time slowly fades. It fades. So if you are stuck with that hamster spinning that wheel in your head and you think, when will this ever go away? Will this ever go away? The answer is yes, it does. But it takes you seeking knowledge, you healing yourself, you removing yourself from that person, you literally acting as though that person doesn't exist. When you start doing these little exercises and trying to heal yourself. Even though at the moment in time, it may not feel like you're healing, you are. And this is my testimony, and this is also other people's testimonies that I've helped. Healing is like exercising. At first, exercising really sucks because your body's not used to it. You want to give up. You think you'll never get fit. You think, you'll never be able to run a mile. This is all for nothing. Why am I doing this? I don't even like going to the gym, type of thing. But anyone that has exercised, especially for extended period of time, knows what happens. And that is you become healthier, you have more energy, you're more vibrant, you're for life, you have way more energy, and you just feel good. You feel strong. You feel like nothing can hold you back. So it is so important to exercise your mental state, your emotional state, your grieving state, your healing state, and overcome that mountain that you never thought you would reach. If you sit back and you never exercise, working towards healing, you will never heal. That is the truth, guys. It takes dedication, laser focus to heal yourself where to the point where I am. I mean, I like helping everyone. I like making videos, but I think at first I was making a lot of videos because I was so upset all the time and I was trying to heal and things, and I was journaling and everything. And I thought, oh man, I'm going to just make videos every single day. And at first I was, if you go back 2 years, I was. But as I grew, as I healed, I just don't have any that negative energy of wanting to express how I feel all the time, because it's not there anymore. And I can tell you, even if you don't make a YouTube account, doing what I've been doing, diarying my experience, because I journal too, I diary, I do write and stuff, but having a video vlog or diary has helped me. And I'm the first to admit, I know that sounds crazy, but because there's not a lot of people online that's actually has channels talking about narcissistic abuse when it comes to your in-laws, I watch my own videos. And I can tell you, looking back from the beginning to now, how much I've changed as a person. How much I've changed. And being able to go back to old videos and see how I once was compared to today, I'm shocked. It's helped me. Just being able to watch how I used to feel and also validate how I feel through my videos has been one of the biggest healers in my life. And I really do suggest, even if you never show anyone online, if you're not, you don't want to put your business out there or whatever it is, just having this video diary in your phone or wherever can speed up the healing process. It really can. Because anytime you feel any certain way about the situation, go back to some of your videos and listen to yourself. Listen to how you feel. Validate how you feel. And then learn something, that life lesson from that video and how you were back then. Because I can guarantee you, if you start doing these video diaries, oh man, your videos are just going to be full of rage and hate and anger. And when you get to where I am and you look back at those, you think, I can't believe someone got me to act like that, to be that angry, to be that hurt. I don't understand how I allowed someone to make me step out of my character and had me acting like a fool. And I don't mean like fool, like, oh, you're looking dumb. No, what I mean is like someone getting you to the point that you're saying and doing foolish things that you would never say or do, especially to an elder. And I don't know, guys. I'm such in a good place right now, and I just pray and hope that you guys can get where I am. I have taken a lot of life lessons from this journey and applied it in my life, and I have learned not to have or look for red flags within people, not to have certain people in my life, even if they were family, even if they were childhood friends. It's time to clean out the skeletons in the closet and go put you some red bottoms in there. Put some Louis in there for us women. Because you are so deserving of greatness. You don't deserve to have these skeletons haunting you for the rest of your life. And I'm not saying materialism is going to heal that. I was just using, being a smart butt. But I was just using that as an example to show you that there are great things that are going to happen in your life, but you have to let go of the hurt, of the sorrow, of the pain, of the anger, all of that. It's like I could just keep on going naming things, but you have to let it go to succeed in life. You're not going to succeed if you keep dwelling on the past. If you keep dwelling on the things that maybe you said to the narcissist that you regret. Keep dwelling on not being able to approach the narcissist and confront them. Not dwelling on not getting the answers you think you deserve, because you're not going to get them anyway. You are deserving. And I hate to tell you guys this, but you got to move on. Everything that I think the reason why we also get stuck is because we want an apology. And I hate to break the bad news to you, but you will not get a true apology from these type of people. You know how it feels like where you made a mistake or you said something out of anger, you stepped out of character and you felt guilty about it and you felt really bad. And you knew automatically within your subconscious and consciousness that you need to go apologize, because even though you hurt the other person, you yourself, you hurt your own self by being ugly. So you go apologize, and when you apologize to that person, you can feel that energy between you two that says, hey, I'm really sorry. And you get it reciprocated back from the other person, that energy that's saying, I accept your apology. You won't get that from a narcissist. You know what a true apology feels like. The energy, the dynamic, everything changes around you and that person when you apologize. And you move forward in a happy, healthy relationship. And you learn from that mistake and you never do it again. You won't. The narcissist doesn't know how to do this. So quit dwelling on the past. Quit saying, well, you know what? I'm going to fight and fight and fight until she admits her wrong and she takes accountability and she apologizes. You're keeping your own self stuck. You're not going to get it. So move on, girls, guys. You got to move on. It's not going to happen. What I can tell you, if you want to heal, you better fight. You better fight back to the top. Get your life back where it was before you met the narcissist. Live your best life, people. It's going to take you to heal yourself. Don't expect therapists, or even the therapist will tell you. You can go to therapy all you want. You can go to life coaching, psychiatrists, take medication, everything. But if you're not doing the soul searching, the internal work on yourself to heal, you will never heal. This is not the time to feel sorry for yourself. This is the time to dust yourself off and say, honey, this ain't going to go down like this. No, ma'am. No one's going to destroy me. And as human beings, we are strong enough to stand up and fight for the life we want. And if you have people in your life that are constantly shoving you down, laughing at you and spitting in your face, then those people need to be removed out of your life. And even if that means that your husband decides to stay in contact, doesn't mean that you and your children have to. That is a myth. That is a lie. You get to pick and choose the people that you interact with that get to be part of your beautiful life. So pick and choose wisely. And if your husband or wife wants to argue about you not wanting contact with their parents, ignore it and say, I'm really sorry you feel that way, but this is what's going to happen because I can no longer be treated like this. If you would like to have a relationship with your parents, that's fine with me, but you're going to exclude me. You're going to exclude my child or children. And whatever you do, please just don't tell me anything about the narcissist. Don't tell the narcissist anything about us. If they ask or talk about us, very surface conversations, very neutral. And because it's going to be a fight. When you first go no contact with your spouse's parents, your spouse is going to guilt trip the crap out of you. And you're going to fall for it several times. And all of us women and men who have fallen for that trick, what happened a month, 6 months, a year later? You are right back where you are today, trying to escape. They'll never change. They'll never get better. Narcissists get worse with age. So it's up to you to have the strength to tell your partner, I'm really sorry that you can't understand why I am choosing to exclude myself from that relationship. But by all means, enjoy your parents. Just don't get me involved, and we can live a very beautiful life together. Because husband or wife, I don't think it's fair that I should sit and be abused while you're doing nothing about it. And you can bring up the fact, like, if it was anyone else, wasn't your parents, it was just some random dude or even a close friend, would you allow that friend to treat your wife like that? Of course you wouldn't. So why are you allowing your parents to treat me like this if you wouldn't allow anyone else to do it? And if your friends treat me like this, I would exclude them too. You can't expect anything more or less or any special privileges, because I have given them special privileges over and over again, and we're right back to arguing and bickering about the same dang thing. And I'm tired of it. I want to heal. I want to move forward. I want to be strong. I want to live a happy life. So for me to do so, you have to respect my boundary. Peace, love, harmony. Love you guys. Hopefully I'll start doing a video again once a week or whatever. But I'm just in such a good place. And I have I'm sorry to make that face, but I have some really, bless me, Father, some really wonderful news. I'm sorry, God. But the Wicked Witch is dying of cancer. Bye, guys.